Holy shit, I got a steamy romance novel! Yeah! Marcus galloped on his warhorse towards the remote building, bringing an almost imperceptible flush to one of the curvier guards as he passed. He dismounted and handed the reins to the ever-present stable master, placing one hand on her shoulder before speaking. Have you considered our last conversation? Marcus asked, furrowing his eyebrows in mock seriousness. Kama rolled her eyes. Her Pandaren marking. Marcus let out a bellowing laugh, looking over his shoulder as he walked away. I'd still like to meet her one day. Oh, look, I was right.
God damn it, she was right.
The tavern in the mists was unusually crowded, and he pushed his way back through the crowd until he stood in the dark shadows of a corner. An exotic voice purred his name. Marcus, it's good to see you again. Marcus squinted, his eyes adjusting to the absence of light. Madame Goya, the pleasure is all mine. Isn't that the black market auction house lady?
Yes.
She dipped in a polite bow. Marcus felt a sudden warmth as he was reminded why the term bouncy was often used to describe the Pandaren. Did he just... her boobs? He bowed in kindness, catching Goya's hand and kissing it gently, never shifting his gaze from the hulking bodyguard standing behind her, a single scar between his watchful eyes. So Marcus, can I interest you in something special? I'm afraid the usual can't be offered today. Marcus did not miss her emphasis on the usual, nor the deep regret laced in her words. Their eyes met once again, and she squeezed his hand before letting go. Oh my god, he is a furry. If that is your will, may I see what you have to offer? There are several magnificent pieces of armor, tiny companion, and even exotic mounts, Madame Goya answered, her typical playfulness quickly returning. She paused and held a hand to her chin, feigning thoughtfulness. But my most valuable treasure is upstairs. Marcus's eyebrows lifted comically and his eyes widened before his expression settled into gleeful acceptance. Until we meet again, then. Her eyes fluttered and Marcus found himself walking up the stairs of the strange tavern. Waiting in the room at the top were two beings of such beauty he nearly stumbled over on a final step. One had long flowing hair the color of the sunwell itself, and the other kept her ebon hair cropped short. After several long moments of wordless, lust-filled glances, a realization struck him. He was looking in the face of the enemy. Oh, sunwell-colored hair didn't give that away. He unsheathed his mighty sword.
God damn it.
bathing the blood elves in its pulsating glow.
God damn it. Wait, this was allowed in WoW, really?
The elf with radiant hair spoke first.
Jeff.
Goodness, it looks like someone was ready for battle.
Yes, I grabbed the serpent. God damn it.
Yeah, you come to grab the serpent. Is it wiggling in your hand, John?
No, it's behind me.
She placed her hand on the tip of his sword, lowering it with gentle pressure as she crossed in front of him, always keeping her head cocked in his direction.
Casey, help me, I pulled too many. I thought they were weaker than this.
Or should I walk by again? Marcus leaned in close, carelessly pressing his hard steel against her. He whispered something quietly in her ear and pulled away, eagerly searching her face for a reaction. No, I won't do that, but my sister will, the blonde giggled. The dark-haired one silently raised a single eyebrow, nodding and shrugging her delicate shoulders at the same time.
That staff.
With a subtle gesture, her body glowed with an intense inner fire, her burning away what little clothing she wore. As Marcus's muscular arms wrapped around her, why is this allowed in WoW?
Because it's all innuendos.
She whispered something to him. A symbol unseen by Marcus momentarily appeared above his head and surrounded him in a white glow. That feels amazing. What did you do? He asked. Fortitude, my lord. You will need it.
God damn
It
it.
was then that he noticed she was literally levitating off the ground, weightless in his arms. His mind began to spin as countless scenarios played out in his mind. His strong hands began to... The pages are shrouded in the mist. The tough little goblin walked purposefully into the engineering shop, raising her eyebrows at a few items as she approached the shopkeeper.
I bet she was.
Jack? Her voice seductively brushed his pointy ears with the rough texture of someone who'd inhaled too much motorcycle exhaust.
Huh? Oh.
The goblin called Jack looked up and grinned. Revy! It's been better since you arrived. Jack set his arclight spanner on the table. What can I do you for?
God damn it.
Holding her elbow in one hand, Revy tapped her chin lightly. I'm not real sure. You got any specials?
Boing, boing.
Are you kidding? I've got the best deals anywhere, Jack replied enthusiastically.
God damn it.
Stocked these in this morning in all sorts of colors. Small red rockets, some dipped in blue and green too.
God damn it.
Revy's disappointed look was not missed by the expert shopkeeper, and he quickly upped the ante. There was a loud thud as he dropped something onto the table.
God damn it.
The big one.
God damn it.
It's goblin only. Very difficult to find. Very nice. Nice, Revy said, sounding unconvinced. Her eyes wandered a bit.
Please.
Okay, fine. I can see you're a goblin of superb taste. Jack looked around before carefully laying out a new item, buckling the table with an ominous creak. It's called... Jack paused for dramatic effect. The bigger one.
Please.
Is that real? Feeling the advantage, Jack allowed himself to relax a bit, putting his hand behind his head and leaning back in his chair. 100% pure goblin parts, baby. Natural resources. After a moment of hesitation, Revy reached out and gingerly stroked the smooth yellow surface. I'll take 2. Excellent. You know, if you like that, you might be interested in some hardened adamantite tubes. They can enhance the effect. Revy looked excited and looked at the thing on the wall behind Jack. What is that? Jack looked over his shoulder. Oh, those are for reviving dead people. Revy was intrigued. Can they be used on someone while they're still alive? Never wanting to miss a sale, Jack responded without missing a beat.
No.
Oh,
please.
sure. I'll tell you what you want. I'll tell you what, you can get all this stuff and I'll throw in a pair of Mayhem projection goggles for half the price. Mayhem projection goggles? That's a thing? I want those.
It's cutscene time.
Revy pulled out a sack of coins that made Jack drool. Why not? Motorcycle sales have been good this year. As Jack quickly tallied the total, he asked, there must be a serious raid or something. Revy shrugged. Nah, I got a blind date with a guy named Marcus tonight. Jack nodded. What about that guy from the motor club you was dating? The leather-clad goblin scooped up the bag with an arm and held an outstretched hand. He never put a ring on it. Girls gotta have priorities. Jack smiled and shook his head as he watched her walk out of the shop. The remaining pages require a secret goblin decoder to read.